Hello, everybody. Welcome to this first interview that we're going to be doing here at Automation Star 2024, reporting from Vienna. Nach bin, von bin. Yeah. yeah. I got a bit confused. Just got off from a tutorial, then did a roundtable, and then got to talk a little bit here with our amiga Rafaela.
Hello.
Welcome, Rafaela. How are you?
Hello. Tired, exhausted, but surviving. Surviving, but not thriving, basically.
Yeah, we were talking about that she had a pretty long night. Well, not because you're conferencing, you can get off of working and excelling and being a very good tester.
Yeah. I was like
Look at the
developing yesterday.
assignments.
Yeah, no, I was like thinking because nowadays I do kind of a bit of everything. But yeah, yesterday was playing the role as a developer, basically. So
Oh, well, so not to get too much into those details, because yeah, working stuff. That's some other situations. We're here to talk about the conference and Rafaela, and I am anglicizing it. It's not Rafaela, it's Rafaela, right?
um, it's yeah. In Brazil, we say with the ha, so it's
Rafaela,
like Rafaela. Yeah.
Rafaela,
It's just like when I tell to people in UK because I live in London now. I just try to reduce my name and just say Rafa and then Ra.
Rafa.
Yeah, because they definitely cannot pronounce the Ra. I think. I mean, they can, but it's probably really hard for them.
Yeah, it gets. We adapt when we have peculiar names, but well, we have here Rafaela Azevedo.
Yeah.
That one I pronounce well, I guess.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
not too
That was
much to
that.
miss
That,
it.
that was really good. Yes. No. Azevedo.
Spanish speaking and not so difficult. But Rafaela, welcome. Rafaela, I have to keep in mind that I have to pronounce well. Um, so to start this little conversation, I know there may be people that do not know you. Uh, what's the
Definitely.
deal with you? What's your trajectory? Why are you special and here in a conference? Do you mind sharing?
I don't feel special, but good.
You're
Yeah,
special.
thank
You're
you.
you're presenting. That makes you
Um,
special.
yeah, well, I think I'm crazy sometimes because I like to put myself in really challenging situations. Public speaking is really hard for me. I think I have told this before, like many times on LinkedIn, but I just try to push it and see how it goes because I always get kind of anxious, and that's it's funny because I chose tech exactly because I thought I'm not gonna deal with people that much. But yeah, presenting and doing live talks is something that I started during the pandemic. So it's a bit kind of new. Before it was more professional at work, but now it's more like challenging myself, not related to work that much.
It's funny because when you say people in IT is because we enjoy our basement to be given tasks and I complete it and yeah, I type and that's it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I still have this, um, but just replying your first question because I have this
No,
tendency
keep
of
going, keep
like,
going.
yeah, I
No,
have this
you go
tendency
all over the
to,
place as well.
yeah, this is me basically, yeah. But
Squirrel.
yeah, ADHD is like a problem nowadays. But to be honest, I knew that I was gonna work in tech way before because my mom and my dad they were both COBOL developers.
Yes,
Um,
family programmers. Yeah.
yes, and they started this journey. So I was 6 years old when my dad was teaching me how to code Clipper. It's something that nobody uses, but it was like the
Wow.
terminal. Yeah,
That's a crazy. Well, that explains a lot, and you already killed a little bit one of my questions because
oh,
generally I
sorry
am
for that.
super happy. No, and that's good. You step ahead. You premonition what is coming. But no, generally I love to see women in tech. I It's not common, and generally what I have identified because I ask like, hey, why are you in tech? You're a girl. Not
Yeah,
that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not
yeah, it's hard.
common. And most of the time it's like family members or someone had a very good influence and
Yeah.
into yeah, I was learning from the crib almost. You were born and you were being taught how to do the things.
How to do? Yeah. I mean, I had both of my parents, then also my oldest brother. He was a C sharp, C++ plus developer.
So it runs in the family in general.
I mean, apart from my sister, because she went to biology, she studied biology. She likes
It's
STEM.
sciences
Yeah,
still. I
yeah,
respect that.
yeah. But yeah, she didn't really like tech, and also is something about my personality, because you see, me and my sister, we had kind of the same base, but she went through another side, and I saw that she liked to deal with people a lot more than me. I was like trying to fix things, and I was playing with racing cars. Again, not something that you see that much in like
With
woman.
girls and
Yeah,
yeah.
with girls playing, but I didn't like to play with dolls that much. Was more like things, and yeah, I think this was showing me and my parents as
Your
well.
patterns, your way of being.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what was the path, kind of.
Now, it caught my attention as well that you are not presenting often, or sounds like you're starting around this. Why did you decided to start presenting and being in a exposing yourself?
Yeah, crazy. That's why I said crazy. So I had a blog since 2011, which I start like sharing my experience in tech, and not only in QA but everything that I was learning. So there was like some snippets, coding, test strategy, everything. I put it there, and I was doing for more because of myself. I have some kind of bad memory sometimes, and also when you jump from one project to another, sometimes you need to to do the same thing, and if it's like same kind of tool might have upgraded, or some updates, but some of the things maybe the base is still the same. So I
Hmm.
was using the blog more, yeah, more to myself, and in the end people were really interested to see what I was posting and follow me, and then I thought, okay, that is nice, helping the community, especially after so many years. And because of the pandemic, I thought I was a bit bored as well, and everybody was,
With the lockdowns and
yeah, and then everybody was working remotely. And then because I know that I have this anxiety when doing public speaking, I thought this is a great opportunity to start, because I can work, I can do like this remotely, and through the camera, I think is a bit more safe. And then yeah, I started remotely, and then I thought, okay, I
but
was
just did you start vlogging or what did you do
no,
with the
no, no.
camera?
I was like doing virtual meetups,
Oh, cool.
yeah, webinars. So yeah, mostly that, because everybody was moving, online. All the events, all the meetups to online platforms, and then yeah, before that everybody was doing like presential, and then I thought, oh god, that is my worst nightmare. So slowly going there.
Transitions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It sounds cool because it was not like as you say, wow, I'm on a stage. Lots of people privately, well, not privately, like online in your own pace, home, wearing pants or not, because there was a joke again, right, in the
Yeah.
frame of the picture. Do you can you guess if I'm wearing pants or not? And it's like, well, no. And it's not that I'm not wearing anything. I'm wearing shorts. Ah, I got you right. Um,
Oh gosh.
but so now you are more at ease, speaking at stages. You are doing it
Yeah.
more often. Mm, how often? How many other places? And what have you presented about?
Um. Okay. Face to face and presential. I think this is the third one this year, or
Whoa.
fourth one this year. I know there is somebody
Four
here.
in a year.
Yeah, I know
Okay,
there is
that's good.
somebody doing 35 or something like that, and I thought, oh my god, that is another level. Um.
You'll get there. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh. Not sure. And also it's like a lot of traveling, right? So god, Jesus Christ, tiring about, yeah.
Wait, what? Is yes, a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I mean it is good, but
It
I,
has its ups and downs. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like this year, I have been traveling at least once a month, and this month was twice. And I was in Portugal just before this for a wedding of my friend, and then I came. I stayed in London for like 22 hours, and then I took another
Whoa.
flight to come here. And tomorrow I'm flying back, but then I'm gonna stay in London for a bit.
Wow.
um, but it is exciting, because I'm challenging myself, but it's also like really hard sometimes, especially like some minutes before, because I get really nervous.
the
Um,
nervousness and like, oh my god, I'm going to the stage.
yeah, but mostly I try to do the online ones. Also because of the time, because online you save like the traveling and all that.
Yeah. Now, getting deeper into topics, into the actual conversation of what is your message? What have you been like preaching and these webinars, and what's your specialty? What do you
Oh yeah, I have been talking a lot about Web3 and blockchain right now, because once you learn, how you can use and the power, giving the power to the users again, and especially like the data, especially with AI nowadays coming, that everybody's talking about the AI, but I'm still pushing to the human being and people to have more control of their own data basically. And it's all about, if you see, we keep like receiving like loads of information online, Instagram, of these all the time, and you don't know what is fake, what is not. And also it's about you know deciding what you want to share and when you want to share, because nowadays you're sharing everything with these big corporations, and of course they are using the data on their own terms and as they please, and this is how they do a bit of manipulation. And I think everybody kind of know that. I knew that before as well. There is a Netflix TV show
serious
series about it.
Black Mirror?
Maybe not,
One
or it
of
was
many.
yeah, exactly, it was a documentary, maybe not even TV show, but it
Ah,
was about.
privacy or something like that was the title. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like people, they become really extremist, and I can see this with my friends, with my family, especially with politics, and there's no middle ground anymore. And I try to do exactly, bringing people back to the middle ground. And yeah.
This is interesting because when you mentioned that you started during the pandemic and doing the webinars and talking aloud, AI was not so big yet.
No, no.
So what did you started with?
When I started was about testing, so testing
Ah,
strategy and test interviews, finding QAs, SDTs, testers. We have so many positions nowadays.
oh, we're gonna get into that in a moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up, but yeah, this is what I started, with the talks, was about the the testing area, QA
The
area.
testing area.
Yeah.
When did you do the transition, or why?
Mm, I think it was 2019, 20.
Before the
No, no, no,
pandemic?
no, no, no.
No.
20, no, it was not before. God, see, this is why I
That's
said
what happened with the
my
pandemic.
bad memory, right?
Mm.
So,
Well, the problem is as well with the lockdowns, the time became relative or weird. At least for
mm,
me, I was like, is it Monday? Is it Friday? Is it February? Is it March? What? I have no idea.
no.
And it's like a blur of time that the lockdown times and all that.
Yeah, and also like, things that are moving so fast nowadays is we
Yeah.
we kind of don't enjoy the moment that much anymore, I think.
No,
Um,
we gotta enjoy the moment. Yeah, that's important.
yes, yes.
But not to get too tight about dates. Why did you change from starting talking just to testing
To Web3.
into AI, Black Mirror stuff, and data collection?
Um, I think I was just observing a lot how people were dealing with all the data they were receiving, and the opinions, and fighting with family. So I thought, okay, and then I start, learn about Bitcoin, which was the first use
That was, I
case.
think, before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, that.
Bitcoin
Yeah,
was
but I was not. I
blockchain, all
didn't
that.
understand that much. What was it? So I had to kind of, and also there were like information about spread around, and people were still really really technical, and it was hard to see some like basic user cases and how you can actually use and the benefits.
Mhm.
So I think after I tried to actually dig into different kind of points of views and opinions, and get to learn from different people, then I thought, okay, now I kind of have a better knowledge of what it is. And then was the mind-blowing moment. Ah, okay, this is it. Okay, fine. Yeah, and yeah.
So you mentioned discussions with family. So you were also having like some of this manipulation of
Yeah, I mean, not my family because they were.
other families. We don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, my family never discussed about politics with them. Just because my dad, he was into politics as well. He was left wing, and yeah, I could see that, around my circle, like friends, they were actually fighting with each other. So my
Oh,
family never, because
they are
no way.
cool. The family is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like why
Fast
talking
and
about
Furious about
it?
family. Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry, I
no,
just
it's
bring weird
fine.
references.
No, makes completely sense. But yeah, I could see from my friends, like they were not talking to each other, and they were posting things on Instagram and just like, oh my god, she's obsessed. And I was just observing because I've never like got into the fight, and I kind of learned as well how, the battles that I want to go for war, or you know
Huh.
it's really wise, something that saves a lot of time.
The perspectives got weird and twisted because of this data, this manipulation that started to
Yeah,
happen. We also saw the Cambridge Analytica scandal. I think I'm sure
exactly.
that you must have spoken about that.
Yeah, yeah,
And are you bringing some of that to conferences? I mean, are
yeah.
you what's without spoiling because it hasn't happened yet? If you are not here, come by and watch the presentation. She's going to
Yes.
be doing a talk soon. What's the
Yeah, yeah.
title of your talk?
Is end-to-end tests for Web3 applications. So nothing really exciting. It's really
Say
straightforward.
again.
End-to-end tests for
For
Web3 applications. Yeah,
it's important still. Uh,
really, really straightforward. But
Not spoiling it, but the title is very descriptive.
yeah.
Uh, quick trailer of what's the deal with your talk.
um, it's basically to learn how to do the end-to-end test with a tool that people are using nowadays, and also the user cases and the scenarios that you need to think about. I also always in the beginning give like a bit of an introduction about what is Web3, what is blockchain, the difference, because people still get a bit confused about that. And in the end, I'm gonna do like a demo, and
Oh,
not demo. Oh my gosh! And then I'm also asking the people to bring the laptop so we can actually do it together.
oh, interesting. It's going to be interactive then. I like that.
Yeah, I also prefer that. And at the end, I always do that. So there's a quiz and
Mm.
some things for the top three winners.
Be
So
ready for the quiz. Also, it's not just presenter and just I'm gonna no pay attention.
yeah, this is exactly to see who is paying attention from the beginning to the end. Basically.
Something really cool when you mentioned some of the blockchain elements and I saw people confused about it and yeah, you have a graphical interface for blockchain. I'm like, what? That wait, do you see like the ledger or what are you talking about? People didn't under many people
Yeah,
and nowadays I still think I
yeah.
cannot say I'm an expert, but I think many don't even have a grasp.
No, no, no. People will still confuse blockchain with
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin
yeah,
and Web3 with Bitcoin, and people still think that Web3 is a scam and it's a fraud and all that. So yeah,
has been used for that, but it's not only that.
yeah. And to be honest, people they can do this with everything. It can be a fraud. It's just a lot of money.
the,
Yeah,
the the email from the prince from Nvidia or things like that. That's yeah, through
yeah,
email, whatever technology. But
yeah, yeah.
what would you say for this with tree is like a key characteristic, or why are you thinking about it? Why are you talking about it?
When you give cash and you need to pay something, nowadays everything is through. You barely use cash, right? You use more card,
Hmm.
and especially when it's like a big money transaction, right?
And after the pandemic,
Yeah.
there's not that much cash anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Or you want to send the money to somebody else in another country. There's no way that you can just like print the cash. I mean, not printing the cash. You are not the bank,
There it goes. Yeah.
um, but get the cash and then flying. That it doesn't work, right? So basically, Web3 is about giving the power to you as a user to actually get your cash and just doing directly and sending to another. This is one of the use cases. Okay, there are like loads. One of the most used ones, especially in the finance space, is like you go and you pay somebody on the other side, or like, and you can buy like a house that is a lot, like loads of money, and you don't need a bank, you don't need visa. And sometimes sometimes every time they do these kind of transactions, you have like loads of intermediates, you have a lot of like 30
Third parties,
yeah, 30
and everyone
parties,
is getting their share,
their
and you lose
shares.
a lot
And
of
then
money.
yeah, exactly. And when you do this through cash, you just like go straight to the person. And if you can do that, you would, right? So you don't pay extra.
Not even
um
taxes. Well, don't evade taxes. Don't.
yes.
No, no, no. Yeah. So the capabilities and the power, I see it. I know there are some feelings against cashless societies or the anonymity uh,
Mm,
of your money, but as well, I think there's a big benefit where I love it. Pulling up my phone, bloop, and that's it.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
It's huge rather than I counting the coins and my pockets
Exactly.
are heavy and things like that. I kind of like the modern way of things of
Of
doing
course.
all this,
Yeah,
and
but with Bitcoin and the wallet, this is exactly, it's gonna be possible anyway. So it's just
just with Bitcoin, no, right? It's
no,
kind
no.
of slow for that.
Do you mean the other coins?
Like
They could
regular transaction. The other coins, yeah, there are some others that are faster for the
the
execution of the
transact. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Bitcoin. No, how long it takes? Like a few days
Oh
now.
God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it depends. But you can see the transaction on the chain. On
Yeah,
the
but still, like
takes a
a
bit.
little bit of time to
Yeah.
see
Well, they are doing the light
Litecoin,
Bitcoin. Yeah, the not Litecoin. The
like the
light.
light Bitcoin.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
It has weird names, but this is super interesting and some things that, especially learning how to test it end to end, is not the rage anymore like it was a few years before. I remember 2018, 2019. Ledger this, blockchain that, Bitcoin here, everywhere. Everyone was crazy about it. It's still relevant. It's still very transcendent, and I'm happy that you are attacking this topic that many people, I'm sure, they have no idea. They
What
um,
is about?
very
Yeah,
confused.
yeah. I can see the same kind of pattern for AI, because AI was created in 2017, or like even before, right? But I was learning about it in 2017, and nobody was talking about.
So you were one of the hipsters. One, I was in AI before it was cool.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't like to say that. I'm just like,
You were searching it, was
exactly,
investigating.
yeah, because it's so many things that you can learn, and things are moving so fast. So I try to, start from the scratch, so it's not completely like, on
You
ET
just
or
know
something
how
like
to talk about ChatGPT, but not what is beneath
be
it.
yeah behind, and what is about exactly. And then it takes sometimes like a long time to actually get up to date again. So if you are like learning it slowly from the beginning, you kind of have more time to have the basis. So yeah, I was doing that, and I remember that then there was this massive explosion, and then everybody was talking about AI. And this was because people actually saw the benefit of, okay, ChatGPT came, and then people, okay, that's
It became accessible
yes,
to everybody.
yeah,
I usually say that it's a phenomena similar to the smartphones. I
exactly.
used to have a smartphone way before it was cool, but it was, I wouldn't say cool because it was a Windows CE or ME mobile device,
Yeah.
but you could do emails, Outlook, everything on your phone. But it wasn't that preachy. As you say, I knew AI before it was cool, but it was tough. I remember doing some experiments
Oh yes,
until the iPhone came by and it's like just click, drag and drop, and a kid can
exactly.
use it. A kid
Yeah,
can use ChatGPT nowadays.
yeah, it's easy to use, so it's adopted by the mass, right? So same as Web3, as soon as it gets there, it's gonna be.
I think that it needs as well a little bit of breaking some walls because
Yeah.
Web3 is still like considered ooh, spooky thing or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Because people we still focus a lot when talking about the technology, and most of people, they don't really need. I mean, unless you
it's
work
not
in
like
tech, then you
you
need.
can put blockchain everywhere or on everything. Some crazy people I heard that they like, yeah, we can put it over now. What?
Yeah,
Why
like
for? What?
yeah, like a hype thing. You definitely need to understand a lot and about, it's like a database that is more secure. But yeah, you definitely need to see if it's well worth it to put it there for your project now or like in the future, how much you're gonna save and these kind of things. Yeah.
It's
Benchmark.
so you were mentioning as well for the future. What do you see coming up in the future, or things that you look forward to, and that probably we will be hearing about in these conferences on, I don't know, Automation Start 2027, or who knows? What
Uh,
do you look forward in terms of technology?
um to be honest, I want something that is gonna improve. I want to hear something that is gonna improve not only our automation part of like daily jobs, but how we improve ourselves as well, like faster, like
Ah,
self development. I know that this is nothing again about like you know the conference, but
you would be surprised.
maybe there is like a way to do, I don't know, some kind of topic around that as well. Or
I definitely see like the interaction that might be coming between, let's say, new technologies to improve ourselves. Funny enough that we were talking about the pandemic. Virtual reality for me was a way to deal with the
oh, okay,
pandemic.
okay,
I got the goggles
I got
and
that as well.
doing some exercise, doing a visit through the Louvre, or here in Vienna. Well, actually, I was doing some virtual tours in Vienna, but I was locked up in my apartment. It was personal improvement, I have to say. I couldn't exercise much, and I bought this thing. I don't know if you, the lightsabers in the Oculus,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
or there
Okay.
was one for
Punch.
boxing and
There
doing.
was one that I used to play was a drunk person in a bar
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
that was
fighting everybody.
weird.
So that was nice.
But you would do a lot of activity. There were some others where you had like meditation guided and
Yeah.
relaxation, and
Yeah.
something that probably in that way mixing some chat GPT with VR with, I'm not
Mm,
sure blockchain and this type of technologies what could come out of, but that
yeah.
helps us and improves us directly. I think that's a good wish.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember there was a podcast or was like a talk or something, like it was like a panel, and the question was, what do you think about the role of QA in 5 years? What do you think is gonna happen? And I replied saying that, as it happened before with any kind of tech evolution, we are gonna adapt to ourselves. But there was a discussion after with other people that I done, and they were saying the only difference is that things are like coming so fast that it's really hard to keep up today. um, and that's why I thought, okay, so we need to think about some kind of self
Self
development,
improvement
self
rather than
improvement.
trying to keep up.
Yeah, because exactly, there are so many information from everywhere. With AI, it's just gonna get like, I mean, it's already like you. It's really hard to know what you're gonna learn and from where. And oh gosh,
We are already seeing so many changes and so many. It's enabling people to do so many things. I count myself because, hey, ChatGPT, I don't want to do this program. It takes me 4 hours. Can you do this, and that? Boop, I just check that it's correct or fix it if it's wrong. Saves me time, helps me to do things. But I don't know. I like your perspectives. It's all good wishes towards the future. But in that line, I know also to close up a little bit because we're getting close to the end of this little interview. You also have some initiative, entrepreneurial tasks that you are
oh
also
yeah,
trying.
yeah, yeah.
What are you up to on that?
Yeah, I started last year. I started way before when I went to Draper University in San Francisco. Um, I think it was 2020. It was just after pandemic because I tried. Then pandemic came, blah blah blah, and then I started shaping everything there. Was another kind of idea, not the same, but it's still like improving people's how people learn, and was just focused on Web3. So last year I went to this incubator, Block Dojo, and we were actually shaping a lot better. And now we have an app So basically, because I have done the talks as well, and people they come to me and ask some questions, so I start to see that many people they have questions about where to start when coming to tech. Also, my personal experience, like I was learning how to code. I thought I was going to be a front-end developer. I ended up as a software engineering task. I kind of mix my skills with something that I like it to do since I was a kid, like coding. And then I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go through that path and help the junior developers to build their careers. We are focused more on junior developers, but it's also about people doing transition to to tech, and then they can have like a roadmap. We use AI as well to help us to give like some feedback about their portfolio. So not only the CV, the LinkedIn, and the GitHub repos. So if you have, then just put it there. We review everything, create like a personalized roadmap with the courses that you need to do. And then on the other side, we also provide some freelance projects so you can have the commercial experience.
That's
Um,
excellent. Lots of mostly making the world better and helping. I love the attitude. What's the app name? I want to download it, and if anyone wants to.
yeah, it's the Chain Academy. Basically, it's not mobile yet. We are gonna
Oh,
do that, but it's more desktop.
coming soon.
Yes, exactly.
Is an installer for the desktop or web application?
No, web application. Yes.
What is the URL? How can we access it?
Yeah. So just type the Chain Academy without the A. Okay, it's like we removed the A because there was another company in
Oh.
Turkey
We
doing
will
that.
add the notes later on the comments here in the video.
And we are not focused on Web 3 only anymore. We are expanding to Web 2 as well. So go there, ditchacademy.com. And we have just two courses now, but in emerging tech. So one is Solidity, another is machine learning. So yeah, just go have a look, try, and we are always open for feedback as well because we learn as we go. So
That's excellent and very important. Please check it out. Give some feedback. Subscribe if you like it. Get the online course tutorial.
yes,
It's
yeah, yeah.
very important if
Or
you want to learn.
or just join the projects, the freelance projects that we have as well. So.
Lots of collaboration. That is also always welcome.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
And now to close up and start saying our goodbyes for this interview, Rafaela, where can people follow up with what you're doing and get in touch with you and stay up to date?
Mm. I usually post things on LinkedIn,
Okay.
but also my blog, which I have been neglecting.
Oh, we all do. Poor blogs.
Whew. But LinkedIn is where I post everything that I'm doing, events and meetups. It's more active definitely than the other things.
Excellent. So take a look on LinkedIn. Check the blog. Probably the link is on your LinkedIn page to the blog.
Yes, yeah, 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 definitely.
Jump at it. Send a note. Check the page. Get in touch with Rafaela. And well, any last closing words that you want to give to the world and the audience?
Hmm.
Tough question. This is the toughest usually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, everybody does this kind of question in the end, and I never know exactly what to say. um, I'm gonna give the advice that I keep giving to myself and always works somehow. One is like keep doing whatever you want, and keep pushing yourself, and you're gonna figure out things that you don't know, and everything is gonna be all right in the end. Whatever is the path it takes, just try and fail and figure out.
Awesome words of wisdom. I love it. That please the audience pay attention to that. It's little, we call it in Spanish grains of sand that you add a little by little, but eventually you'll end up with a full sea full of waves and stuff. It's hard to
Mm.
translate, but yeah, little by little,
It's like
baby steps.
I think it's the same as in in Portuguese that you plant like you put the seed on the
Tiny seeds, little
soil,
by little.
and then
I
it's gonna
like as well that one.
something like that.
Okay, Rafaela, thank you very much. We
Thank
will be wrapping
you.
up now. And well, everyone, this was Rafaela Azevedo. And it's not the only adventure that we are going to be sharing today. In a few minutes, we have another interview coming here from Automation Star 2024 in Vienna, Austria. Das geht hier in Österreich. So stay tuned. We're about to continue in a few minutes with our next victim interview. So thank you, Rafaela.
Thank you, Leandro.
Thank
It was
you,
a
everybody.
pleasure.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Take care. And we'll see you in a moment. Oh, and thank you, everybody that said hi in the chat. I'm paying attention to the messages. Oh, Marie, thank you. Take care. We'll see you soon. Adios.